All right, I'd say it's 2 o'clock, so why don't we go ahead and get the show on the road. The room is nearly full, so thank you very much for coming out. I hope that you are here to see Concurrent Session 2C, a look at how readers discover content and opportunities for publishers. If you're not here for that session, you're in the wrong room, and we'll give you a few minutes to go to the room that you want to see. But if you're here to learn about discoverability and how users discover your content, then you're in the right place. My name is Mark Johnson. I'm the Director of Publisher Relations at Stanford University's Highwire Press. And before we kick off with our esteemed list of panelists, Alex, Wade, Jan, and Simon, what we're going to do is just kind of go over a little bit of what we mean when we talk about discoverability. And so I've got here on the monitor, Simon, for you at home, a list of 10 different approaches about discoverability. The first one is search engine optimization, which is making sure that you follow HTML protocols so that the search engines can search your site effectively and obtain the content and give it a nice ranking. The next two items, discoverability web scale and discoverability specialized, are sort of what we're going to drill down into in today. The web scale discoverability I would define as being the discoverability that you get from the major search engines like Microsoft, like Google, Yahoo, the other types of search engines like that. For the discoverability specialized, I would say that that's more of the abstract and indexing services, your PubMed, your GeoRef, those sort of systems. And we'll talk about that a little bit today. For visibility, we would say that that's making, that's putting your content where the readers are, putting links for relevant content next to other lists of relevant content like recommendation services. Toll-free interjournal linking. This is reference linking. If you are reading an article or a chapter that has citations listed, then your platform ought to be able to allow users to click through the references onto the content that's being referred to. Obviously, alerting services. John Sack at Highwire worked closely with some folks at Stanford University Libraries, surveying how researchers at Stanford read the literature. And one of the interesting bits of feedback that we got was when some of these researchers say they read a journal every week. You know, I read Science, Nature, and Cell every week. What they really meant was they get the email table of contents, and they read through the email table of contents. So alerting is a very important component of discoverability. The semantic web, open link data, micro-tagging, that's another way of making your content discoverable. Data distribution and repository depositing. At Highwire, we call these the downstream services that you provide. It's taking the metadata and putting it someplace where lots of people can pick it up and use it. Text mining, which is allowing services to come in and hoover up the content so that they can, whoever's doing the hoovering can then do textual analysis or extract data based on all of the content that they've extracted. And then putting, I think Jan is going to talk about this, putting your content in accessible places where you can monetize it, like shop fronts. Okay, so that's the different types of discoverability. We'll be kind of focusing on 2, 3, and 10 in the session today. So the panelists, we've got Simon Inger from Simon Inger Consulting. He's going to speak first, and he's going to give his, there he is. You're really pixelated, Simon, but a handsome man all the same.
It's dark, and look better pixelated.
Great. We also have Alex Wade from Microsoft Research. He's going to talk to you about discovering content, context, and connections. And then we have Jan Peterson from Reprint's Desk, which is a document delivery service. And she's going to give a presentation that's based upon, it's called Once They Find It, Then What, which will be about monetization tools for publishers. So without further ado, well, actually, one more bit of housekeeping here. I think what we'll do is we'll let Simon go through his talk. He's going to stay on the line for the whole duration of the session. We thought that we would do Simon's talk, and then Alex would give his talk, and then Jan would give his talk, and that should leave us about a half an hour for open discussion when all of the talks are concluded. So that's the plan. If you do have a question, if you don't mind making a note to yourself, and we'll make sure that we have plenty of time for discussion later. So.